Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Fat Lady Knits. How you doing today? Well, guess what? I have a sweater for you and I'm going to be selling the pattern for $20. Want to see my new pattern? Hold on. You're gonna love it. The color is beautiful. The styling. Oh, let me make sure I get it right. And here she is. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I was only kidding. Yes, I heard that. The person who screamed sacrilege. Ooh, was that an oh my god I just heard too? Oh, okay. And you can get up off the floor now. What did I do? I had lots of fun. That's what I did. Isn't it wonderful? The color is awesome. Okay, so what did I do? Well, let me start by telling you how I got here. I have been taking a decoupage class. I've wanted to do decoupage since I was a teenager. Okay? And a class came up, and I was like, yes. And the teacher is fabulous. And she had us decorating paper, you know. And I did do that part. See? I painted paper that I could use to decoupage. And I did decoupage a bottle with some of this. I'll show you next time. But I was like, all this paper and then tearing paper and gluing paper. I was like, I don't know that I want to do that. And then came the next part of the lesson. Now, these earrings I love, but I don't understand them. Wait, I wasn't talking about earrings, decoupage. Um, the next lesson came and it was about decoupaging with fabric, specifically plates. And some beautiful examples were shown. There were ice dyed fabrics, African prints, you name it. There was fabric. The plates were gorgeous. There were even some paper plates. Well, not paper plates, but plates that had been decoupaged with paper that were absolutely gorgeous. And as you know, I am not one to follow directions or instructions. I was like, well, if y'all can do that, why can't I use a knit? I didn't ask anyone's permission. I didn't say anything. So I went in search of a sweater that I could cut up. Okay? And you would not believe it. No one in my family had a sweater that I could use. We are a flannel and fleece family. Sweaters don't make the cut. So I had to go out and find a sweater. And I started searching all the little cha-cha stores. And okay, I finally found this sweater. And I must say, I went to Goodwill and I was so disappointed. I was like, they must be going out of business because there were no sweaters in there. I remember prior to 2020, used to go to Goodwill and they had all these sweaters. I was even looking for, one of those Christmas sweaters with the reindeer and the snowflake. I figured I could cut it up and make a beautiful Christmas plate or series. So if there was a Christmas dinner, I could have these plates on the table. Mm-mm. Okay, so I settled for a sweater I found, and it was this. And it's a beautiful orange. Let me turn the label in case the designer is sitting out there. And so I said, I'm going to cover my plate in a knit. So let me show you what I've done so far. Oops. Okay. I know. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Okay. Now, what I, okay, how do I explain this? Clear glass plate. from the $1.36 store, the $1.36 store in New York City, also known as Dollar Tree. Now, when you're buying, excuse me there, a glass plate there, you need to be careful because they're not all blemish free. You need to really look for one that's clear. Okay. And so I found this plate. I had to remove the tag at the back. You do that with some rubbing alcohol, and you alcohol down the back of the plate because you're going to be using some glue. And then, can you see that it has, let's see, yes, you can see it's a rib pattern. I can see it. Can you see it? But right now, the glue, you take the plate, you turn it over onto the, I won't call this a sweater piece, onto the material you're going to use to cover it. You put it down and you cut bigger than the plate. This one I cut way bigger because the first one I did, I found that as the glue dries, the fabric shrinks. So I ended up with a gap between between the fabric and the edge of the plate. So I had to do it all over. And as you can see, the back of this is not so bad itself. It looks like a rib pattern. So this was really awesome, and I love the color. And the glue is Mod Podge. Right now, I am the Mod Podge queen. I didn't know there were so many different types of Mod Podge. This one is super glossy. This is the Gloss Lustre. There's also a matte one. I have a matte one over there. And this one will give you a hard surface when it's done. But what I used with this is the dishwasher safe. Now, this, they tell you, takes 28 days to cure. Okay? And so I'm going to be applying another layer to the back because I noticed some of the edges still have not adhered. Okay, so I'm going to do it on the back side. Okay, and then when I'm done, I'm going to trim it and I'll have a beautiful plate, but mine will be a knitted fabric as opposed to the regular woven cloth that everyone has. Okay, and I'm going to leave these edges on here until the 30th day because I really want it to cure so that when I cut it, everything is stuck. And then I have a gold pen that I bought and I'm going to outline the rim in gold. And because, which one? This is dishwasher safe, I'll be able to wash it by hand or put it in the dishwasher. And let me tell you, the first coat, this should work because the first plate I did and the first coat I put on, that thing was hard like a rock in 48 hours. And I was so disappointed when I saw that the rim was not covered and I had already cut. Okay, so I had to redo, and this was my favorite part of the sweater, the ribs, not the ribs, the cables. Yeah, okay, so I thought I had done everything right. What I do notice is the glue on the inside hasn't dried thoroughly because it's not clear. I'm hoping this dries clear. But just in case, I've ordered some more Mod Podge. Okay? And this thing is telling me I don't have so much time. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so this is my plate. Wish me luck. I'm going to try. I have some more fabric left. So I am going to hopefully have enough to do another plate. And hopefully it'll dry clear. But what I did that I love, okay, is this. It's a work in progress. It's not finished. This is the sleeve from one of the sleeves. I know, it's not sacrilege. It's not that serious. It was only a sweater that is being repurposed so it can get some more love, okay? And I love this. I learned a few things doing this. One, put the biggest part of the sleeve at the bottom of the bottle. I was trying to figure out how to close it. I'm just going to sew this shut because I bent I folded this top back, and it's stretchy enough to go over the whole bottle. So if the bottle falls and breaks, or God knows what disaster befalls, you can replace the bottle in this. So between the bottle and the plate, I think this will be a phenomenal piece to put on the table. What do you think? I know you're still getting over the shock. I understand. But it wasn't one of your sweaters. This is a sweater that was no longer. Oh, I know. I know.